Hello gurus, welcome to another episode. Hope you are having a beautiful day. Bitcoin is pulling back right now. We're going to jump into technicals. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button, turn on the bell. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going in, breaking 51 but bouncing here on support. The altcoins getting destroyed in this. SMR 8%, 6% down on Pocket. Unity was down, IDEX down, MCRT down, Link down 5%, the entire market 5%, Uniswap 3.7%. Bitcoin is getting a bounce here right now. Look at that wick. It came down, wicked, touching the support line. Let me show you on. So I've got two charts. This chart is Bitcoin USDT perpetual contracts on Bybit, derivatives, what I'm trading. This contract is Bitcoin USDT spot on Binance. So it's slightly different, but also some similarities. Why do I have the spot chart of Binance? Because that's where most of the big USDT spot buying of Bitcoin is happening. Why do I have the Bitcoin derivatives? Because that shows me where all the liquidations, where all the traders are opening their trades, where all the volume is. So okay, and if you're for example trading on this chart on Bitcoin USDT, for example here on Binance Bitcoin USDT, if you were trading on this chart, and you would easily get liquidated on a liquidation event because you're not seeing the correct chart. It's slightly different. So longer term time frame, bull flag, Bitcoin is getting a bounce off this support line. Wick down, hammer candle is forming. If we can close in the next 3 minutes 43 seconds, if we can hold this movement up, it's a hammer candle closing. And why I had the other chart open on Bitcoin is because I wanted to show you on Binance the spot positions, how much spot just came in on the 15-minute charts. So someone really bought this dip just now. Look at this. The normal volume per 15-minute on Bitcoin would be around 300, 400, 580, 490, and just then on that 15-minute, 1,400. So the normal volume 400, 480, that volume 1,500. So 1,000 extra Bitcoin was just bought just then. So someone bought up that dip, and we're getting a double bounce, but it did make a lower low. That's not nice. Little bit. It's not a double. Yeah, you could say that's a double bottom if we hold here, but it's pierced. It's not a double bottom. See, it's not a triple bottom. It went through, made a lower low, bounce, double top clearly, bounce, and double top on this time frame. Oh shit. But now let's go on the bigger time frame, because I'm not a short term. I mean, that was the meat of the move of that correction, but it could come down to this white trend line. But if I'm looking here, I want to look more. I mean, major support now, I would say major support is here now. Let's go on the longer term time frame, see where the major supports are. So we have major support on Bitcoin now. We have it, that's resistance, but we have major support, I would say. Here we have a very strong one now. 48,000. There we have a very strong one. We also have a lot here now. At 49,000, there's a lot of support area now here. The longer Bitcoin spends here in this area, the more support is going to form. So you can see now there's a lot of supports forming on Bitcoin. Let's go in 4-hourly charts. We're getting a bounce. Congratulations anyone who took a support line trade there. My trade got liquidated on that trade from this morning. My big trade is still open, but this short-term trade from yesterday or this morning would have got liquidated. I would usually, when there's a bounce like this, I would take a long from the same week down, because that's really the spot price. Now the leverage longs have piled back in, right? But the actual price before they came down, before the supports started holding it, before the spot buyers, Now what is different between derivatives and spot? What was I trying to show you on Binance? Binance is spot, meaning when they buy one Bitcoin, they hold one Bitcoin. They control one Bitcoin. On derivatives, when they buy one Bitcoin, it depends how much leverage they're using. And it's not a spot contract. So it's slightly different. It's not pushing up the price of Bitcoin like a spot buy is. So when Bitcoin just came down to the spot buyers actually picked up at 50,400. So that's the value of Bitcoin right now. That's where the spot buyers came in, not the leverage longs. But again, we have a lot of support, 50,700, 49,000, 48,000. There's a lot of support lines that's going to make it hard for Bitcoin to break through. This is the long that I would take, continuation of the second to third wave. I don't think it's finished. If you look at it, that's not a corrective wave. You can see my Elliott wave count from this is the second Elliott wave count we've done from the bottom. You can see that was a 0 to 1 impulse, 1 to 2 corrective. Now we're on the 2nd to 3rd impulse. Unless we get a meaning, it should be more than the 0 to 1 impulse. So it should be bigger. That's why I was so surprised. That's why my target was 61k, because this 2nd to 3rd impulse wave should be the biggest. Now let's see if Bitcoin holds here. But with this 50k, all these supports, 49, I do think it would hold here. Unlikely that it's breaking support here. But again, taking trade, 50,400, stop loss 50,148, take profit 61k, risk to reward 39 times, risking 267 to make 10,000, no leverage, 10x 100 leverage, 100x leverage is 1 million. Let's show you my trades. If you want to trade like you're going to see me do under the video, go down underneath the video. One is the exchanges that I use. Bybit gives you a $30,000 bonus. 2 is the courses. Crypto Master course gives you the indicators and how to use the bots and stuff. 3, join us in the Telegram. My Bitcoin trade is now corrected, right? Because $92,800 in the profits. It was $100,000 this morning on this pullback, 750% profit still. But the funding fee now has come down a little bit because of this drop. This account, 598,000, taking a massive hit from yesterday. Yesterday it was 632, the new all-time high of this account, 1,000 USD. Now 598, getting pulled back, and the altcoin just getting hammered. I'm going to release this video quickly, just to get it out there, what's happening on Bitcoin. I do think we hold here. That 50,700 now is a strong support, but we have so much support lines. So what I would do is set buyers at any of those support lines, laddering down, because a lot of support there. But you have to do your own due diligence, consult your own brokers. I'm currently long on Bitcoin. Love you all. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button, turn on the bell. What I'm waiting for, now this is why I left this to end. Make sure you always watch to the end. What I'm waiting for is the volume. The price for me is important, but it's not what I'm not caring too much. How did I call the top of Bitcoin on November 11th, 2021? That's the same way I'm going to call the top this time. Why? How did I call the top? Because Bitcoin was pumping. This is when it hit all-time new high at 69k, and we had head and shoulders, but it pumped all the way to 69k. But look at the volume down here. Look at the volume. The volume was dropping. When Bitcoin was pumping to 69k, the volume was making a new low. That's what I mean. Volume predicts price, everyone. And now when we go here, this is what I'm looking for. Look at the volume. It's 2 times or 3 times bigger than it was during that 2021 bull market. But look at the volume. It's not coming down. It's growing. As soon as this starts dropping while Bitcoin is pumping, that's when I get worried. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have an amazing day. Quick updates in the market. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button, turn on the bell, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.